as Super is saying, but you are an assistant leader and you are in leaders meeting. So in about 4 or 5 years, you automatically are moving, if you do your work as assistant leader very well, which the church has already given the laid out procedures, you automatically fall in place of becoming a leader, a substantive leader, and other structures are already in the church like that. Most of the cases, we don't actually see them clearly as young people, and I think that is what we should be focusing on, bringing out clear for young people to follow.
Okay, another thing I have to add is, I think I'm speaking for young people when I say this. Sometimes it gets a bit frustrating when we want to, and I'm appealing to our leaders here and the reverend ministers. It gets a bit frustrating to teach. Sometimes you have to organize programs, and this is our church, it's a nice building, but sometimes to be able to attract more people to attend events that will impact them, have a positive impact on their lives, you have to do things outside the ordinary, which includes funding. So sometimes we need money to do certain things. I remember one particular project that was dear to the heart of YMD was visiting our students in tertiary institutions. And to be honest, I think YMD executives will agree with me that if Sofado hadn't come on board, it would never have happened, because we needed the church bus, we needed food, we needed money basically to be able to embark on what we wanted to do, to ensure that the young people living in schools would still be attracted to the church. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, to be able to teach, a little bit of funding is required, and young people, as you rightly said, are not well balanced financially. we are still finding ourselves. We are still trying to fit in society. So we do need the support of the church financially to be able to achieve what we want to achieve, the target the church wants us to achieve. That's what I have to say.
Thank you so much. Yes, we'll take another question, a quick reaction, and then we'll take a question, please. And would I say that, please, if you have any question, kindly move to the microphone so we can see you. That way we can tell that you're ready for a question. Yes.
Yeah. What is on board at the moment, I think the starting point must be from school. As a church, it is, we make every effort. We try to ensure that we get our Sunday school to love God, to know God. But one thing that is missing is from Sunday school, they get into senior high school, junior high school, senior high school, and then it's a total blackout. I believe that what we need to do is to ensure for us to keep, maintain, and grow the young people, is that the focus of the church must be at our schools. We should be able to have well-trained and balanced coordinators. Not only the ministers, I'm talking of, we have well-endowed and very good lay people in the Methodist Church who can really impact. Because we should be able to set up campus ministries. No, we have it. We have campus ministries. But in fact, for me, our campus ministry, if you tell me to give my assessment based on where I'm coming from, it is basically zero. It's no. Because we should be, the whole church must be able to do things that will enable everybody who's looking at us to know that indeed our focus is on our schools. Our focus is on our schools. And so, because if you don't win them now and you wait till tomorrow, you end up losing all of them.
I said her emphasis was on budgeting, because you want to do something and you do not have the budget. Happily, we have a finance and development committee. They have a budget for every item. If you are not careful, the budget of one outweighs. I've told the story again and again where the immediate past presiding bishop visited a circuit, in fact not only one, another circuit, and for them the budget for evangelism, let's say, is 2,000, whether quarter or year. But the evangelism budget for refreshment was 12 times. Budget for refreshing themselves and giving tips was 12 times the budget for evangelism. And we have discussed this again and again. It's coming up. If you visit the steward, they'll tell you that the budget has changed. So there is some more money for evangelism and youth work. But our problem is, when did you bring this budget for this program? No, I'm asking you.
About a week ago.
A week ago. But this was planned before a week ago. So the stewards and the executive are saying, let's plan it and let's be sure we can take it on board. If we cannot, you do what you did by appealing to individuals, and they will come on board, and then we'll have programs running. This is running beautifully because some people came on board, apart from what the church is giving. So if we also know ahead, then we can also plan and budget, and then we see where we can meet each other. Thank you.
Beautifully so. Shall we have the questions now? I think we can take 2 questions together.
Okay.
Yes.
I
yes.
have questions and then suggestions.
Shall we just make them about one question, one suggestion, then I limit that to 1 to 2?
Suggestions
Yes.
as well. I think that the problem with the church and the youth hasn't got to do with, I've always been saying it, dancing or praying aloud, but rather we being sought every Sunday. But we understand what we have